Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Really quickly, just wanted to touch on a couple of things that are coming to the homemade splitter. We are getting a brand new axle for it, and we are getting a brand new motor. The new motor is already here. It is up in the shop, and it is a GX. It's a GX series Honda. I don't know the exact numbers on it, but it is also going to be powering a 28 gallon per minute pump. So, the pump is smaller on this. I think it's a 14 gallon per minute pump and matched with a 14 horsepower motor. I don't know what the horsepower is on that motor. I probably should have checked, and I probably will put something down here at the bottom to give you those specifics on the pump and on the motor numbers, because I'll go ahead and check them out after I'm done recording. But these gauges will stay the same. The cylinder will stay the same, and the tires, I do believe as well, will stay the same, unless the new axle doesn't match up to it. But everything else is probably going to be very, very similar. My buddy looks to have maybe a little bit higher splitting height for it, because the fact that this is so low for him, because he's a taller guy, he's got to bend down a bit. And for me, it's perfect, because I can have everything, and I can easily pick him out of here and toss him out. So we are extremely excited to have this guy up and going before long. I don't know if I'll be able to record the rebuild of this, because guys, I've been wanting to. I've got a stack of rounds down here that also need to be either bucked up or taken with the skid steer splitter and split down. I've also got to go ahead and take care of the landowner. So, as you guys saw in the last video, I got that bigger log cut down. Now I've just got to buck it down, or split it down. Sorry, I just got to split it down to pieces that he can toss in his wood stove. So I just want to give you guys an update on this guy, because man, this splitter has been amazing for me to have used, and you guys really seem to love it as well. I've gotten a ton of positive feedback on that, and there's a lot of you that are asking me to do more with this splitter. So we're going to try to get more footage of this splitter. But this will not be the splitter that this will not be the forever splitter for us. I currently now have one full cord and about another half a cord ready to be sold. That's already split. So I've only got a cord and a half so far for my clientele this year, which is really rather scary to me. Being that it's March 7th or 8th right now, and knowing that I might not be able to have this guy up and going to help me split more wood before Mother's Day is rather terrifying. Now, I do have an ace in the hole, which is the firewood that we had up at my grandmother's. Chris Fultz and I are getting that taken care of, and Chris and I believe, will be back up there before long to get the rest of his wood out of there, and then also to get the wood that I have up there out of there and get back down here so that we can get it all taken care of at one time. That's my only saving grace right now, is that wood has been cut up for 6 months maybe, but it's only in round form, and I know in round form it doesn't really dry. So it's kind of worrying me a little bit that I might not have enough wood to be ready for this next year, because guys, 3 cords this past year wasn't enough, and I need something that's a little bit better, maybe honestly probably commercialized a little bit more, because once you get into the commercial splitters, you can do a ton of wood in a very, very small period of time. An hour will be probably a full cord instead of a third of a cord, or even with my old splitter, which I may fire up just to start helping get more wood split. The old quote-unquote dinosaur over here, she takes forever and a day to split wood, but at least we're making progress forward. So there's so many different things to consider for me right now. I don't want to call it a desperation mode, but there is a worried hesitance to not be splitting any wood right now at all, because I need to progress forward and I need to have wood split. Granted, that thing takes forever, but at least we are moving forward. So I just want to talk to you guys right now because it is a mud mess here in the wood yard. Let me just show you around a little bit. So let me get these guys done down. So y'all, it is still a muddy mess. We got rain 2 nights ago, and that was awful. It was like a downpour. I think some places around here got an inch. We didn't get a full inch of rain, but it is a mud mess. If you see that poplar round, if you see this poplar round, it's in mud I don't want to go step in. And I like to get those 2 totes filled up, but right now it is just too nasty. And guys, I'm already in a t-shirt, and then later in the week it's gonna be almost 80. 75 tomorrow, almost 80 on Tuesday. So I'll want to be in shorts, and I'll want to make sure that I'm not soaked in sweat in every single part of the body. But one other thing I wanted to show you guys real quick that we had recently with that snow that hit. I think you guys might be able to tell what I'm thinking about. These guys. These trees, gotta love them. They are arborvitaes, I do believe. Believe they are arborvitae, and I know some people would probably want to, go ahead and use them for firewood, but I'm kind of waiting on the property owner to let me know if we're good to rip them out, or if he wants to try and put them back up and pack stuff in around the base of the tree. Unfortunately, I don't know what his plans are for these trees, but for access again, I may be able to get an excavator and rip them out and go take them over so that the deer can start eating on them. So hopefully we can get to that soon, but if not, I hope we can get this guy up and going before long, because guys, I need to split some firewood and ASAP. Okay guys, something I almost forgot to mention earlier is this, with this being the hydraulic tank, it's actually not going to be the hydraulic tank anymore. We are upgrading this tank to be the new fuel tank. And yes, we are going to clean it out. Yes, we are going to take the time to clean it out completely, replumb it. But also, with that new motor, and this being the new fuel tank, we are going to need a hydraulic tank. And my buddy went to Vivor, and I will also put a picture of that somewhere here on the screen, and I will also get the numbers for you for that product. So we are going to have a bigger hydraulic tank with pushing more. We don't want to blow out the seals in the cylinder or anywhere else. So we are going to upgrade the hydraulic tank on this bad boy to make it a truly good hydraulic tank, to where when it comes back in, it has time to cool here in the tank. So thanks again for coming to view the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the update and a little bit of the walk here around the wood yard in the muddy mess. Hopefully soon we can get some dried out days and we can get back down here with, I don't know, a skid steer maybe? Hold on, almost forgot to mention that skid steer. So, I know I told you guys I'd seen that the track had popped, and I don't know if you can see it. Here, I'll pop you guys off the tripod real quick. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that track is highly, highly not where it's supposed to be. You can see here at the front of the track that this is still properly aligned with this idler. Well, this idler is bad. And so what we're gonna have to do with this track is we're gonna have to let out some grease from the grease feeding that is up in here. So then that will not shrinken, but it'll shrink the idler arm back in. The idler arm will come back into, not idler arm, the idler will come back in. And then that will also be able to let us pull this track back out. So, because I don't know if you can tell through right there, probably not, but let me show you the back side of this. This guy is, can you see in there? I don't think that you can. And I'm really not doing a very good job, but as you can't even tell on there. But there's a better view. Wait. No, yeah it is. Okay, good. So this guy is supposed to be sitting in between these two sets of teeth right here, but he's not. He's sitting on the outside, and it's not looking good for that wheel. So we're gonna have to get it replaced. And you know what? For these being the tracks that my buddy got back in '92, they're not doing half bad. It's only when you get a weekend operator on a skid steer that you might just goof it up. But anyways, guys, this is where the video will end. Thank you guys so much for coming to view the video. I greatly appreciate you, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye now.